Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Noel Tate from the rock band Leader and Trapped in a World, the Howard the Duck podcast, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Thank you, super fan of the rants, Noel. Alright, kids, it's that time again. You know what that means. She's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty, and together we're the Salty and Petty Podcast. Duh.
Alright, kids, and we're back for some more Halloween-themed content. This time, we're going to talk everything going on in the current state of Spawn comics.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah, 4 books. Did I see we're getting a new book? What is it, at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Are we keeping all 4 of the current books, or?
You know, that's the thing with Image Comics and Todd. You just never know. For all we know, they could all get wiped out. This is just, back to basics. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
To juggle. I mean, I'm sure he's still overseeing everything, even though he's not writing everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really know how good these books are doing anymore. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I've never really, checked on them. I just go, well, they're still printing them.
He's still holding the line at $2.99, right?
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe that's why he wants to, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe, he'll kind of start over. And well, inflation this and, shipping costs. And I wouldn't blame him. Like I said, I just paid, $7 for a book at Marvel that was a flashback with a cliffhanger. So, he could do it.
I know.
$2.99 is crazy in 2023.
Yeah, how's he? And he does good.
And he has it in the actual shops. It's not say alternative comics where you have to specifically ask your guy to buy them because they prefer you to buy it from the website or off of Etsy. You know what I mean? He's shipping them out.
And it's isn't that kind of like a cardstock cover? I mean, it's not like
it's not like I said, it's crazy.
It's not like tissue paper covers. No, it's. He must get a good deal for, I don't know.
Something. Or maybe he's ripping his hair out behind the scenes. I don't know. But, honestly, at this point, I do not begrudge him if he wants to do $3.99. I mean, I still think it's quality. It's Image Comics. Yeah, everybody knows Image Comics, but, name another book besides Spawn. Okay, I'll wait.
Oh, burn.
No, I'm just saying, how some posers are, I support independent comics. They're like, I respond. Yeah, that's still going on, right? Which literally is the number one Google question, at least for, a lot of people I know. If you type in Spawn.
Oh, there's still Spawn
it's
comics.
Still going?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh no! That's not good! I don't like that at all, sir. Not one bit. So, like I said, there's a lot of things going on in the comic book industry. He really did literally change it. So and Spawn's still a good story. It got a little laggy, but he's rejuvenated.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a question. This might sound like a stupid question. Well, let's place for it, but is Comixology still a thing?
No. Amazon. I forget what Amazon calls it, but it's Amazon's comic actual thing. They just because I still get their free stuff every now and then, but I forget specifically what they call it.
Because I was gonna say Image doesn't have their own app like Marvel and DC, right, where you can buy this stuff digitally and stuff. Because that's probably what would help. Just the laziness of people to get to the store and just I'm sure some of this the younger generation would just buy stuff digitally.
Okay, see, this is weird because first I remember when they Amazon bought it and they changed it and they got rid of like literally the Comixology site and it's now just all integrated into Amazon. They said it wasn't gonna be Comixology. It was gonna be their unlimited whatever program. You know, like they love to do unlimited, like with like Kindle and the other thing that they do. It's Comixology Unlimited now. I think they changed the name again.
Yeah, I thought a while ago. I thought maybe did you say it's not as good as it used to be?
No, when they integrated it into the Amazon site instead of just keeping like the Comixology site, which was pretty much perfect. Like I loved old Comixology site. It was beautiful. It was very well done for a comic book place to like search. It is a pain in the ass to search on Amazon, so I don't really fool with it too much. It's kind of why I'm riding the high seas.
Yeah,
seriously, because like. It's not convenient anymore. Like that's the thing like a lot of companies don't get when you make it less convenient and it's literally just easier for me to just log onto a site and go boop, download everything at once.
I think
instead of having to search around and flip around like Netflix and it's not got The Office anymore. Well, not everybody's gonna buy Peacock for The Office, so
yeah, I know. I think but after price, that's probably the number one thing people want is like how easy is it to use any of these apps?
Well, I don't. Honestly, I don't know too many people who actually use apps for their comics. Honestly, still like most people still want like a straight up floppy. So, and I think that's the minute that demand switches.
Well,
and we never really heard anything about Spawn during the pandemic either. Like nothing was delayed. At least I don't remember any of my books being delayed. Whereas Marvel and DC were actually being delayed, so it's kind of weird, right?
I mean, some of the printing's done in Canada, right? Is he up in Canada still, or I was gonna say is
I would imagine he probably is. Safer for him up there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, does that work to his advantage at all? That he's like a Canadian citizen, and
that definitely works to his advantage. But like once you get across that border, you especially know damn well how UPS is.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I mean. Like, I can't remember a time where I walked in and like there was like, oh no Spawn comics or no Image comics. You know what I mean? So like, it's a very well-oiled machine. Like I said. I wouldn't begrudge him at all, like, if he needs to keep up with inflation. Like, Marvel just does it for poops and googles because they can't. Marvel and DC do it because they can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like Dark Horse and the other ones, they have slightly increased the prices over time. They don't really make a big deal about it. And neither do we because, they're not the big two.
Yeah, no.
They're not being greedy. They need that to actually pay their employees.
Yeah, they don't have big corporations behind them. Yeah,
exactly. And you'll never really hear anybody badmouth their time in Image Comics ever.
Yeah, no, because they
which is amazing.
They kind of let you do your thing, because everything's pretty much creator owned.
Can relate.
Yeah,
Especially if you worked on a Spider-Man book, especially at the time that he worked on a Spider-Man book, he totally gets in and. That's the whole thing about Image Comics just in general, but like Spawn being its, mascot, its lead book, its premiere book, it's...
Well, I mean, it's basically been the one that's been there since day one.
Yeah, it's his baby. So I'm just always like, I'm just always surprised, especially like if he actually manages to get the movie off the ground, we're back in business with the Spawn toys. Like,
yeah. I think I said, didn't I see a new headline recently? Was it last week? Or they're like, oh yeah, the Spawn movie's coming 2025. Yeah, we'll give you a date. Yeah, 2025. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's either going to be Halloween or December.
That makes
One
sense.
Of the two.
Yeah.
But as far as I knew, I don't think that's. I mean, you can get a lot done in a year, but like as far as I know, there's not even a script.
Well, again, and if they're if we're on again, off again strikes too, I mean that's not going to help.
Yeah, exactly. I told you they were up to something. Those damn movie execs. Ugh, so bad. It's so bad. It makes me so sad for humanity. But
why doesn't he just do an animated series again?
Probably budget again. I think he learned like when he did the cartoon and he did the movie, right? He was dipping his toes in to figure out how to do things. And a lot has changed in those 30 years or whatever, but it's kind of more of the same. So I think like it just probably wasn't worth it for him with the aggravation of trying to shop it and people wanting to change it, and we've all seen the Spawn movie. It is not the best. Like shout out to Jai. Like I love him. But, like, baby. I mean, he was the best thing about the movie, but, like, the visuals and the plotting and the... Like, he had to make a lot of sacrifices, so that's why I'm always, like, take your time. Do whatever you have to do to stay in control of your project. That's like, the number one thing I think he learned.
There was too much involvement in that. Yeah, 1997, yeah.
Cause look at the comics, like it's just been smooth sailing. I mean, like I said, it got kind of bogged down because he's like trying to create this universe. So we're definitely growing pains when he was creating this extended universe with the additional 3 books and stuff. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I think I've liked almost all the spinoffs and stuff that Spawn has had, like the Scorched and Spawn Kills Everyone, or even Sam and Twitch True Detectives. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Violator versus Bad Rock.
Yeah.
Angela. You know, like, I don't mind. Hellspawn is probably my favorite thing that he did, probably out of all of those, like, spinoffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I like this universe. Gunslinger's, like, second, I think, probably. I really enjoy Gunslinger. I think that's the best, like, kind of spinoff book, honestly. Gunslinger
and King Spawn are probably the best right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
King Spawn, King Spawn has the best covers. Like, every single time. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not in the mood to really grab that. And I see the cover, like, okay, fine, I'll grab it. I might not read it right away, but those covers is going to do it every time. Every single time.
King Spawn is almost him having his cake and eating it, too, because it's like, well, I'm not renumbering, but here's a new Al Simmons book.
Listen, he learned from the best.
Yeah.
He's like, I see that fans don't really like when you renumber, so I'm just going to do this. Sneak that in there.
I mean, he'll dump everything else before he renumbers that main book. I mean, it's...
yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, he literally made history.
Oh, yeah, I think he enjoys having that number. Yeah, so. Yeah. I mean, we're slowly creeping up to 350 here, so...
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to wait till 350, but, it's spooky season. Mm-hmm. And Spawn is my favorite spooky character in comics.
We can do something for 350, because I know he's probably, there's probably going to be, like, something big.
Something's going to happen. Definitely. I probably feel like it's going to be, like, another big crossover or something with all the books or something like that.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be 50 variant covers, and oh, yeah.
He has restraint, too, though. Like, we don't ever really get, like, say, like, I'm looking at you, Superman, Batman, 10 variant covers.
Yeah.
Like, he has restraint.
But, I mean...
he appreciates the comic book fans.
I wouldn't even hold it against him, too, because, I mean, again, he's going to set another record, I mean, for a creator-owned book reaching 350, continuously and getting the 350 and stuff. I mean, celebrate, kid. I ain't going to hold it against you.
Yeah, but, like, he has restraint. Like, I think that's why Spawn has gone on. So, like, he kind of just respects the fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he doesn't, like, try to, like, milk us for everything we're worth, like Marvel and DC. And that's why I keep coming back to Spawn. It's like, sometimes I'm always like, I don't know. And I'm like, no. I'm going to keep reading it. Like, I took a break probably, like, for, like, 25 issues back in the, like, tail end of the 200s. No, it was, like, in, like, 250 to, like, 275, I think I took a break.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say Jim Downing.
Oh, no. Actually, that actually piqued my interest. I'm like, okay, how are they going to pull that off? It was a little rough to start, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see, what have they done for October? Like, a lot.
All right, here's a question for you. Are you liking the current story that's kind of going through all the books? I mean, do you think that he's kind of dragging it a little bit, or?
No, I don't. Like I said, I feel like there's I feel like we are on the road to 350. So there's all this. It's definitely. I feel like it's a breadcrumb trail. So I don't mind it, and I like when he does it. Like I find it interesting, honestly, because that's kind of what I want. Like, I definitely, if they don't do like a big old team up mashup, kick somebody's ass for 350, I'm gonna be upset, to be quite honest.
Is someone?
I think it's also easier. I think like to jump on, like to encourage people to read the other books too.
Yeah,
but without it being like Marvel or DC constant crossover event, fatigue. I appreciate it.
I mean, I don't know who it's going to be, but 350 thinks someone's going to take that throne.
Oh, it's probably going to be a clone or something.
It's going to be somebody. Even if it's not Al Simmons, it's going to be somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
But I I don't know. I kind of enjoy Spawn's backstory too, right? And this is like another thing that it has in common with the Crow, right? Al's from Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. I was just like, it's kind and he's Canadian, but I don't think he's like from like the Ontario province, which like borders Michigan. At least I don't think. I always want to say he's from somewhere else, like New Brunswick. Let me just double check because it would make sense then.
Yeah, I mean, I always like that. Like, I know he made like a like years ago. He said about Spawn. He's like, it's kind of.
He's like a white guy doing a black character as his main character, like his main guy too. And I'm just like, that was kind of weird for me at first when I was like, oh, and what? Nah, it doesn't matter, but like he doesn't make it a thing that matters. It's just he is, which is a great Canadian perspective, I think.
And was it a friend or somebody? Like, he based it off a guy because he knows a guy named Al Simmons or something? Yeah. I thought, yeah. Why
is this kept? I think he just wanted to do it so he could do the toys. I think he does it all for the toys. That is his... Yeah, he's from Calgary. That's what I thought.
I mean, it's worked for him.
Yeah, definitely. Like, some of that early stuff, like I said, like, don't take it out of the box. It's going to fall apart as soon as you look at it. But, like, the newer stuff has definitely been really big leap in quality. That's why I'm kind of looking forward to the movie. I just know we're going to have some badass Spawn toys for that movie.
Giant.
I want a Spawn-mobile.
Oh.
I do. Call me corny. I want it. Gimme.
You mean for your shelf or like a actual car?
Two things can be true at the same time.
That's true. I know you.
So, like, ever since I saw that Spawn toy, I showed you and Charlie way back when. I'm just like, where is my Spawn mobile? Like, ever since then, I was like, I need rocket launchers out of the side. I need it all. I need it all.
So you're getting a paint job on a car.
If I had some more disposable income, I would. Nothing's disposable now in this economy, unfortunately. I would totally just like buy like an old white like IROC Z and paint it white and put Spawn like on it. I would. I totally would.
Hey kid, hey, get a car made up and then take it to. I don't. You have any local car shows down there? Be like, yeah, here, take $5. Take a picture of the car. Come on.
Oh, you know what? Whenever the economy gets better, so literally never, I might do that.
Oh my!
But I like Lady Spawn. Like I thought it was gonna be like bad, right? I'm just like, because it's like it's giving Lady. It was giving Lady Deadpool, and we all know how that turned out, right? And I'm just like, I don't know, but she's more nuanced than that. So
yeah.
Like I said, like it's always like I don't know, and then he's like, "Nah, I'm gonna win you over. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it."
Did you read the latest issue of Scorched? It seems like she's kind of her and Al Simmons aren't on the same side anymore.
She's a woman, and it's her prerogative to be on the other side of a man.
I know, but we're introducing that third, green world and stuff, and reintroducing it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's like, okay, cool. Like, she doesn't have to be his lackey like Supergirl does have to be a lackey to, Superman. I dig it.
I mean, I do like...
Or even Power Girl.
Yeah.
However you want.
I do like that because it's taught and stuff, and, and stuff can come back after how many years gets like, oh, hey, we're over 300, we're approaching 350. It's like, oh, hey, Green World, remember these guys we first saw in, like, issue 73 or something?
Exactly.
And because it is creator-owned and not one of the big two, characters can age.
I like that. Like,
yeah, because
the last character that aged was what? Like Constantine, and then they took that away even?
Yeah, after 300, yeah. Like Cyan, remember how young Cyan was when this thing started? And now she's like pretty much an adult.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but like, do you remember, this was not too long ago, Batman Spawn? I think we covered it too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just like, oh, look at him go. I don't see Spawn and Spider-Man, but I'm going to leave it alone. But didn't they do that like back in 1994 though?
Oh, yeah,
Spawn Batman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we covered that too. Yeah.
And then he also did Wildcats. And then I actually, like Spawn kills everyone. I know everybody like poo-poos that one, but it was just making fun of Deadpool as far as I was concerned, so I was down for it.
But yeah, I mean, he knows how to get those shekels. Again, everyone was crossover with everyone in the 90s. But yeah, that's the last one. I mean, he has to have some kind of relationship with DC. He puts out their toys and stuff.
Yeah, dude, they've been getting better and better, actually. I remember when they first started doing them, it's like, ew. But now, I think you have 2 sets of them at this point.
Yes.
Get a third.
Oh, my.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep up the tradition, maybe. I haven't decided yet. You know, I don't have to decide until Black Friday, so. Got about a month here before I have to make a decision.
I always want to buy you stuff, but I'm always hesitant because I'm just like, does she have this?
She probably has it. So I know she doesn't have Ben Riley.
Exactly.
That's a safe bet.
Hey, I sent you some Daredevil black armor. You're welcome.
Exactly. It's like, oh, how apropos and timely. We were manifesting.
We willed that into existence. I know.
Listen, we really did.
Some Ray levels of willing into existence. Yeah.
At least we didn't have to wait 3 decades, 4 decades.
Oh my! That's what we should put on all our social media. Comic book industry.
Manifestations.
No, influencers.
Oh, I mean, I said, Wonder Woman should have a kid. I said that like literally 4 years ago, and I kept saying it. And,
we said Chichester should.
I said I wanted Wonder Twins, but we'll take our time on that one. We
said Chichester should write Daredevil again.
Boom. Slowly but surely, a lot of our predictions are coming true. We're gonna have to be Rob Southgate. Mark our words; it will happen.
Oh,
mark them.
Okay. Rob, I need a draw. Mark their words.
Mark my words.
Yes, comic book industry influencers. Yes.
So, yeah, let's talk about King Spawn though.
Yes.
Let me see. We're on issue 26, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's the newest one that just came out. Yeah.
And what's crazy is like Todd just took back over writing on 25, right? It had been Sean Lewis for the longest time.
I think so.
Since the number 1. We've had a couple of different artists, but like Sean, I think up until issue 25, Sean Lewis had been the main writer. So I find that interesting. That's how I know they're up to something for that 350.
Yeah. And again, even like King Spawn in like the main book, it's like even if there's a different writer, Todd's always like involved somehow. Yeah, like
he's definitely involved, but like I just find it interesting that specifically this book he comes back at 25 to do it. So.
Oh yeah, something will be coming.
They'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Hey-o!
Like definitely they're up to something. But yeah, I thought issue 26 was intriguing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I love that cover because the clown is back.
Oh yeah, I'm more powerful now.
Yeah, that's like crazy. I love that art though. So shout out to Javi Fernandez, he's been one of the main like 3 artists, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's done the most issues out of all 3 artists that like kind of had the reins. But yeah, and like what's crazy is like it's maybe I'm just desensitized, but like Spawn doesn't even seem like that gruesome or violent anymore. I don't mean that in a bad way. It just like I don't feel like he needs to do it for shock value anymore. I felt like he was doing it for shock and to grab people's attentions and stuff.
And I mean, and especially it's like especially stuff with hell and stuff. It's like it's not as violent as you would think.
Yeah,
I think it's more.
So
I think it's more the psychological, mind games and.
Now, it's like, it definitely gives criminals. Well, it's not even he deals with criminals. He's just dealing with the underworld's garbage,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, everyone's racing for that throne to hell. Everyone has to be Cagliostro.
Why though? Like even Lucifer didn't want it.
I know.
So it's always like that's an interesting choice, honestly.
So I mean, it's always something. It's like So some people, especially people in hell, want to be led.
True. And now I thought all the books were kind of launched around the same time, but then I remember that Gunslinger is only on issue 24, so it's like a 2-issue gap.
Yeah, because I think King Spawn the first one, and Scorched is only that isn't it 25
that's
yet.
very very recent.
Yeah, I remember there was like a kind of staggered release. Like I think King Spawn came out, then a month or two later, Gunslinger. Yeah, so
yeah, like but for me, they announced it all, so I assumed I was like, oh wait, and then I started looking at the numbers, and I'm like, oh yeah. But like, I love Gunslinger. Listen, I have all the variant covers for issue 1. I do. It's just it's so striking.
Yeah,
like, I love the story. It's just.
I know, and then
he gets to have his cake and eat it too with all the different little different things that he has going with the different books. But this one is cool. Like, come on.
Oh yeah, and I mean it's interesting. It's a man out of time, and it's like he's not as powerful as like the other Spawns and stuff.
Yeah.
And we had speaking of Clown, now Clown has a daughter.
I don't even want to know where she came from. Honestly, shudder to think.
You never know.
But, like, no, it's like I love a good Western, right? I think I've said this several times through a couple of shows, but like I think that's why it really appealed to me initially. But it's literally like that hunt for revenge. It's giving True Grit. It's giving 315 to Yuma. Like I just love that, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Gunslinger is cool. We need a ninja Spawn.
Give it time, bud.
I
mean, we kind of we've been so many places with Spawn. Like we've done medieval Spawn, we've done so much.
Oh yeah,
medieval Spawn was a reach. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was a reach. And then I guess that had to do with like the tie-in or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, I'll give you that, but like it was a reach. Okay. I might get controversial here. I don't know, but I don't know. The one book that's I don't know. Sometimes it's hit or miss with me is Scorched. Oh, really?
I mean, I'm still reading it, but I'm just like I think out of the 4, it's probably my least favorite.
I could see that. It kind of meanders. It's nobody to really root for either. Like it's just like you're just there in the muck of it all, you know?
Yeah, because it's kind of like the cast kind of some of the cast rotates in and out. Because I mean, they're all here for a while. Gunslinger was out after a while. Now it seems like Jessica's out. It's just like it's like what's going on? Again, there was an arc or two there where it seemed like it was almost like political, almost like we're fighting in this foreign country. Now it's just and now we're down in, we're dealing with the hell stuff like everyone else. I'm like, okay. It seems like we're kind of getting on track.
Yeah, like, that's the book that's most likely to meander and wander and be all over the place.
Yeah, everyone else seems to kind of stay on the path. Yeah, Scorched kind of meanders all around more than any of the rest of them.
Yeah, I can totally get that, but I think it has interesting takes. Sometimes, I can get why some people drop the book or take a break.
Like I said, I'm still here.
It's not really that important to like the rest of the stories either. I feel like, but like when you want something different, but you still want to like have something Spawn, I feel like you reach for Scourge. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I mean I have no problem. I mean I'm still here for it, but I'm just saying out of the 4, it's probably my least.
Yeah,
favorite.
definitely. I'll agree with that.
Because even I don't know, sometimes in the main Spawn book, I mean, there's been once or twice it seemed like it meanders, but again, it's almost still on the trail. Because sometimes you'll get a random Spawn issue where it's covering a side character, not Al Simmons. I'm like, okay. Although there is a lot of the artist formerly known as Cogliostro.
Oh my goodness, Phil! Somebody take his podcast mic away. He's done for the day.
Hey, got to keep up the dad joke brand, but. And I'm like, what's with this green armor?
Oh, that's how you know they're evil.
True. As if you didn't know.
Just in case you were.
He's been manipulating spawns since the dawn of time, and now he's going to war for the throne of hell. I don't know if he's evil.
Maybe he just wants to make a couple of changes around the place, man. You don't know.
And was there rights fight for that character for a while? Because I know he disappeared for the longest time.
Isn't there always a fight for something?
Maybe. Because
maybe he just got tired, right? Sometimes I feel like they just get tired, right?
Maybe, because again, it's there wasn't Cogliostro messing with Al and was it Hellspawn or what? There was one book where it's it seems like he was I'm back in hell, we're gonna get all this power, and then you didn't see him for the longest time.
Yeah, like I said, maybe he just got tired of it, but
maybe.
He was doing a lot for a long time.
Well, yeah.
He got burnt out.
Too, he has so many toys in the toy box now, too. He can, and again, it's his own book, so, you want to drop somebody for a couple years, you pick them back up later, that's fine. We went a while without Sam and Twitch, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, and like I said, Sam and Twitch had a lot of different spin-off books, too, and I think he felt like it was oversaturated. Another thing I feel like he learned from being at, Marvel, it's like, you can only do so much before people kind of start revolting.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, he's learned the lessons from and downfalls of the big two, and I think he really goes out of his way to not kind of repeat those pitfalls, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah.
But that main Spawn book, 347.
Yeah. What? What you want to spoil? What you were? What?
I don't know. Like the last one that I was like, oh damn, that's super good. Like kind of blew me was 345, and then it's like after that I was just like,
oh, you mean 346? Because
346.
347 comes out in November. Yeah.
Like it's all this. Anything after 300 for this book, it's just all icing for him though.
Mm-hmm.
But that's 345 is where the dead zones were open and whatever.
Oh
and
yeah.
They had that big where all the people were outnumbering him and stuff. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, because
don't ever put Spawns back against the wall. Here we go.
No,
and I like when he gets a little physical. I love the action scenes in Spawn. I think that's what the book does well. Next to the creepy macabre and grotesque body horror or whatever. And I understand why Spawn isn't necessarily a household name. The imagery is very off-putting if you're not into that kind of thing. But I'm into that kind of thing, so. I always feel like he should extend a hand to Al Ewing after he did, Immortal Hulk. That would be a great guest gift.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm gonna manifest that to life.
And even if he does,
next Halloween.
And even if he doesn't do the main, like Al Simmons Spawn, give Al Ewing one of these side spawns.
Any of the books,
yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing though. I still feel like people are still people that are still on good terms with the big two don't really necessarily like to go over to Image. I still feel like there's definitely bad blood there a little bit.
Okay, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but Spawn and Hell stuff. You know who you offer a book to? Chichester.
Yeah,
Mr. Hellraiser himself. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they just and I would never expected him to do Spawn like Todd McFarlane, right? Because you think of Todd McFarlane you think Spider-Man. Let's just be real. Still, after all this time,
yeah, you
do. And Spawn is such a drastic departure from that. He's a black guy. B, he's a creepy literal hell spawn. Look at his freaking main enemy. It's like Joker on fucking meth. Literally.
From hell.
Yeah, so it's a departure.
The book, he has evolved it too over time because remember this book first started in the 90s. He's he still has hell powers, but he's carrying huge cable guns.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, 90s weaponry.
Exactly. Well, he's trying to appeal to the American market. Americans love our guns.
Oh yeah, especially.
I'm just saying. I'm being real. In Canada, that's not a thing. So I know specifically he's not necessarily writing.
Well,
but again, Canada. Otherwise, he'd make an Alpha Flight clone. Am I right, kids?
Oh, I know you're getting this. Oh, wait, is this? It's saying Spawn cover gallery hardcover volume 1. I guess it's the first 100 issues. It's coming in the beginning of November, but it's saying its price is only saying $20.
No, see, this is what I mean. There's no freaking way. It might be $20 when the comic book shops gets it, but they're gonna mark it up.
HC, that's hardcover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's saying $20. Cover price $19.99.
I don't know how he does it. He must have sold his soul to the devil. I don't know.
Maybe.
DC or Marvel could never.
But yeah, hardcover, the first 100 covers, yeah, $20.
that'd be cool to have. I love the Spawn covers. Like I said, sometimes when I'm thinking about it, like, because I'm gonna be real with you, like, Spawn isn't on my pull list, but I always go get it. Always. Like I said, sometimes I'm thinking about like skipping one, and then I'll just see a cover. I'm like, nope, can't skip it.
No.
And I kind of learned my lesson when I took that 25 issue break. I was like, I had to go back and find. Such a pain in the ass, man.
The complete...
Like, that's a hard... Look, listen, that's one thing about the back band. You hardly ever see Spawn in it for whatever reason, at least the places that I've been. And I find that fascinating. The things that you do find and the things that you don't find, right? Like, I'll find, like, a lot of, like, old, like, Malibu comics and stuff like that. But I hardly ever see Spawn in the back band.
Yeah, no. I mean, I have either through collections or issues. I pretty much have most of the like all the Spawns. I think I have like maybe one or two small holes. That's it. It's just like I have most of the collection, so I'm really not looking for a lot of Spawn in the back bins. But yeah, you don't see a lot of them.
I'm just saying, like, I just go you always want to just go searching through the back bins. I just want to see what I can see. I find some really cool stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell them this is a key issue. Somebody didn't do their job when they were sorting the palette. You know, kind of thing. You'd be surprised how many times that happens. I mean, like, yeah, like I just noticed the things that I do see. It's always like a ton of, well, in the dollar bins now, it's like a ton of recent Marvel for me.
Yeah.
That I've been like a ton, like that one. What was that Spider-Man? The most recent Spider-Man crossover. Not the Beyond stuff.
Oh, the one with Ben Reilly and everything.
Yeah, that one. That's been in at least 4 different stores.
Well, yeah,
like Dollar Bin.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I used to go,
and that X-Men stuff too has been in the Dollar.
Oh yeah,
like literally the week after. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I stopped kind of buying X books because of that, because I started noticing that trend at a couple of the comic books shops that I was going to. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pay $1 for it. I'm
always looking for like old '90s stuff and stuff. But yeah, like a lot of the places I go now, yeah, you'll see stuff from like
like a month ago. Yeah, it's crazy.
For anything from current to like the past like 5-10 years. Yeah.
Oh, I see a lot of New 52.
Oh yeah.
Specifically that weekly one. You remember?
Oh,
the countdown backwards or whatever?
Yeah.
I see that. Like, I if I was so inclined, I literally could probably have like 20 copies of the full run at this point. How many times I've seen it?
But yeah, you're right. I see a lot of New 52.
Yeah. So I think that speaks volumes for just like Spawn as a brand.
Oh yeah.
I think that's. I mean, it's not necessarily good if you are trying to get into collecting it, but I think, like, as like a fan of the brand and the character, like, that speaks volumes.
Yeah, but I think, doesn't he, like, reprint, like, keep, like, trades
he has trades in if you don't have the component, what are you even doing?
Yeah. But I think he keeps,
and
like,
it's fairly priced. Like, everything about Image is, like, pretty fairly priced.
Yeah.
Like you're saying $20 for a hardcover? I don't know how he's doing it. He keep getting away with it. At least that's what the big two are saying. It's making us look bad.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's always trades and compendiums or whatever in circulation. So yeah, kids, you want to get in on Spawn. I mean, it's.
But the crazy thing is it doesn't feel like he writes for the trades either. Like he has not fallen into the modern comic pitfalls, and I don't know how he keeps doing it.
It's his baby. He does what he wants to do, and God bless him.
Yeah. Oh, a good place to start for like, if you haven't read Spawn, I think, what is it, that 2001 Spawn's Universe or whatever, that book is a good place to start. Like, just to get to know it and see, like, what route you want to go. I don't think, like, unless you're, like, a hardcore Spawn fan, you need to read all the books. I just do because they're fun. Like, I like the different takes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, like, you got Gunslinger, you got King Spawn, you got Lady Spawn. It's just a really fun, see how it has evolved and stuff. And, like, yeah, we kind of lost some side characters along the way and stuff, but it's okay.
But yeah, hold on, I'm looking this up, because I swear there was a new Spawn book coming next year. Oh, yeah, Spawn is slated to break another record when Spawn 350 releases in early 2024. Yeah. Which will see someone finally take the throne of hell, yeah?
Plot twist, it's Al?
Plot twist, it's Terry.
Oh, I hope not.
I know.
Terry gets on my damn nerve. I think I've mentioned this a few times.
I mean, what if it's like, all these men with their swinging D's and stuff? What if it, like, Jessica takes the throne or something?
I would die laughing. I mean, I could go for a Queen of Hell, for sure.
Yeah.
I support women's rights, but more importantly, I support women's wrongs. And I'm not saying that he's a misogynist, but I don't think he would do that. I think that would piss off too many people. Like, he knows, like I said, he has tapped into his market. He knows what does and what doesn't work.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the comic book industry still is very much male-driven, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as much as I would love to see that, or just be a gag, like, he wakes up and it's a dream, he's like, oh, thank God. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that's gonna stick.
And again, I mean, it's like playing the long game, too, because, I mean, remember, he killed Malbolgia all the way back in issue 100, and now 350, someone's taking that throne.
Yeah. It's not like it's not like he forgot. He was just like, I got more important things to do. That throne can stay cold for a while.
Oh, Lilith. Okay. 350 will be double-sized, but it's still only going to be $4.99.
Bro, Big Two could never.
No. Double-sized.
Ain't no way.
Double-sized, and you're only charging $5. Yeah, no.
Who is he bending it over for? I need to know. Wow. That is crazy.
Or he has blackmail on some printer or something, yeah.
Something.
Yeah, double-sized.
Canada can't be that much more efficient. It just can't.
Double-sized for $5?
Ain't no way, bro.
We're almost there.
Ain't no way.
We're there for some of these regular-sized Marvel
Like
books.
I said, that one shot was $7.
And it's saying double-sized, so, I mean, it's going to probably be pretty thick.
He can't keep getting away with this. He better stay in Canada. They're going to get him for that one, bro.
I was going to say, I mean...
$3.50 and it's $5. Ain't no way, bro.
Yeah, Marvel DC ain't crossing over with him. They're like, man, we don't want people to know the existence of this book.
You don't have to sell your kidney for a comic book? Oh my God, what?
I know. So yeah, 350's coming. Oh yeah, we're going to have to do an episode on 350.
Oh, definitely. Oh, that's going to be a great way to start off the year. Definitely.
Yeah. What's that? I wonder when that... Yeah.
Early means it by no later than like the first week of March, so...
Yeah.
Generally speaking,
I was going to say, got to be first quarter, right?
Yeah.
Wait here. I would say in February, so.
Good, yeah, that's gonna be great.
February 7th, so.
They don't want to get in. They don't want to get in on that sweet Valentine's Day money.
I don't know. I'm seeing release date February 7th, so. Or they're like, hey, come buy Spawn 350 this week. You can spend your money on your loved one next week. Okay.
Exactly. What do you think about the character of Redeemer? I think that's the kind of the weakest character in the universe right now.
Yeah, and it seems like over the years they've kind of gone back and forth with what they wanted the character to be. The be, and there's been different versions and stuff. I don't know. Again, like the visuals kind of cool sometimes, but it's like, yeah, I think that's the character maybe more than anyone else where they've just like he hasn't been able to pin down what it is, or it's like other writers that maybe just like lost their way with the script, or just like, is he a villain? Is it is he gonna be an uneasy ally? Is it gonna be just.
Yeah, and I think it kind of hit me when I was reading The Scorched, right? Because it's like the rotating roster, and you get Spawn, you get Gunslinger, you get Medieval Spawn, and then there's Redeemer, and you're just like, what are you doing here, sir? I don't think you can sit with us anymore. Like, I think that was the one thing that like really got me thinking about Redeemer, and I'm just like, do we need you? Can we,
Yeah, because I was gonna say maybe after 350, I mean. If you want to do the Scorched book or like replace it with something else, maybe have everyone go off on their own separate paths for a while and just give us like a bunch of solo titles or whatever. Oh yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
I think you called it. Spawn 350 might only have like 5 or 6 covers.
Restraint.
Yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't begrudge him 10. I wouldn't. That's a huge milestone for any comic, especially in the year of our Lord 2023. And let alone being like. Not a big 2 comic.
Yeah, it looks like it might only be 6, and one of those might just be like a black and white version of one of the other covers. So,
well, again, if he keeps it low, that does encourage people to buy all the variants too.
True. Yeah.
So, like half a dozen one of another. Yeah, seriously. Although I have shown my restraint lately with variants from the big two.
Oh,
So,
well, the big two, yeah.
You kind of have to. You'll go broke if you try.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I'm not Jeff Bezos rich. Like, you gotta be Jeff Bezos rich nowadays to even attempt that.
To get them all, get everything, yeah. Oh, my Lord, yes, Lil. $4.99 for 48 pages.
That's insane.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
I know.
I don't know how. He can't keep getting away with it. He better not leave Canada.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna get his ass.
Those Disney snipers are sitting at the border.
Right at the border. So if anything, Marvel books should have got cheaper when when Disney acquired them, but it's not how that works.
Well, they're trying to boost that stock price, shareholder Lilith Hellfire, but they're not succeeding, are they?
No, I mean it's gone up slightly, but like it's still in the toilet. It's gonna be in the toilet for a while.
Again, they were only concerned with like the live action stuff, and it's just like, well, why don't you
listen?
Why don't you take care of the baby that built you this live action kingdom?
Listen, their animation. I don't care what y'all say. All of them suck. Every last one of them, they suck. You can tell me how great Spectacular Spider-Man is, but I saw that animation. It is garbage.
Yeah, I didn't like the look of Spectacular Spider-Man. No.
So, I every time I was like flipping through Disney and Disney XD and I'd see that shit, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't think they're worried about putting out like an animated movies or anything. They're just like, oh yeah, make a series, we'll throw it on Disney.
Like
Disney
you
Channel.
have to get the younger kids. And I think that's the only reason why DC is even still thriving at this point, why like Gen Z and Gen Alpha even know DC, because those movies are a flop, let's be honest. And they don't really read the comics, but they know the animated stuff.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
Whether it's, Batman the Animated Series or like Bruce Timm all the way up to, even the most recently terrible Man of Tomorrow universe.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like every generation's had like a Spider-Man animated series going back to
and only mine is actually worth even mentioning.
What, the 90s one? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be real. And that was because it was Fox. Okay, let's be real. They had Spider-Man. They had X-Men. They knew what they were doing, and they did do Fantastic Four for a little bit. I think that was all under the same animation studio umbrella, so yeah.
Iron Man.
Oh, that one was terrible. that came like later in the run where they were just like, we don't give a shit.
They kind of retold it because it was like him and a team, and then all of a sudden it was just like him for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, babes, that's not how Iron Man works. Sorry to break it to you.
Especially 90s Iron Man.
Oh God, insufferable. I mean, I love him. He's my role model. We have a lot in common, him being the captain of Deadly Decisions.
Oh my God, it's so funny too, because it's just like, let's kill two birds with one stone. Pepper Potts, nah, let's just have him banging Julia Carpenter. Yeah, that way we can have Spider-Woman too. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. But that Spawn animated series was smooth.
Oh wait,
listen,
HBO.
The look of that thing.
HBO. I'm sure they spent some money on that thing.
Yeah, it looks expensive. Like the opening titles, like it was expensive for its time, I believe, but it was smooth as butter. I really enjoyed the look of it. It was just such a shame it wasn't more of it.
Because it was around the time of the movie, right? So I mean, so they were trying to ride that hype train, yeah. Which
we will talk about
next week, kids. Next episode, yes.
But yeah, like, it's just always amazed me, like, the things that he got into. And I was like, I don't know if he just had a really bad experience or he just doesn't have the money to not be interfered with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he saw the landscape, and it's like, even in the 90s, it was kind of like, it was definitely a hellscape. But I think it's gotten even worse, technically. Like, sure, there's more, like, mainstream consciousness of superhero movies, and you will get a boost in sales and stuff from your old stuff. But, like, there's so many people that want control and will wheel and deal you right out of your rights and stuff. You know what I mean? I think he just became very leery of it.
Well, I think he does have the business side down, and again, he loves he loves his character, because again, after 97, you could have put out some like crappy sequels or some crappy more animated stuff. He's like, no, let's just hold off, and it's been how many years, and he's just like, no.
Yeah, I was surprised that he didn't try to revisit like a more PG-13 cartoon. Because that would really probably make Spawn a little bit more popular, like in the main cultural zeitgeist.
And today you'd have to go to one of the streamers for that, right?
I mean, not necessarily.
Mm.
Well, actually, I could see it on FX, but then I remember that FX is part of Disney, and the way that they do their shows on FX, like, yeah, no. I don't even know what streamer he would put it on. You know, I'm not even being funny. Tubi.
Mm.
I mean, at least you're guaranteed, because they run ads. It's free, but they run ads, right? So they are actually literally generating profit, unlike a lot of the other streamers and stuff. And people love Tubi. Like, if you don't have Tubi, you're sleeping on stuff.
Yeah. I mean, what about Prime? I mean, they got Invincible, they got The Boys.
I don't know if he necessarily would want to do that specifically because there's The Boys and Invincible.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and Amazon's a pain in the ass to work with,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah.
This is everything that I've heard. They're kind of... And they're not... Well, I mean, you still... Like, Netflix is still king. Like, listen.
Oh, true.
Let's be so serious. Like, if anywhere, it would probably end up there.
Okay.
But I don't even think Netflix can afford it. I don't know who could afford it. Because that, like I said, that anime series, that's a lot to live up to. I don't want it looking like a Amazing Spidey and Friends. Look, y'all know I love the merch from that show. But, like, the actual look of that show, I mean, it's literally for, like, toddlers.
Oh,
so
yeah.
make of that what you will. So I don't need Spawn looking like that.
Yeah, or like some of those...
Or Bob's Burger. Like, listen, I love Bob's Burger as a TV show, but that animation style is... That's why it took me so long to get into Bob's Burger. That animation style is so off-putting.
I mean, is there any current, like, animated series where they... with, like, incredible animation? I mean, The Boy... I'm not The Boy... Invincible was good, but...
Ooh, whoever does Castlevania.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, and that's more of an anime kind of style, but like, I think it could work.
Yeah, well, I can see that was working with Spawn, yeah.
Yeah. That's the kind of style I could see working, but like everything else, like, I don't think any other, I think it would have to be, he'd have to work with an anime studio for that. But yeah, Spawn is in a really good place, and it just always surprises me, like, you know, it's like, oh yeah, Spawn's still a thing. And I know it keeps Marvel and DC up at night. I just know, like, when you just start looking at the prices and the stuff that he's doing, I know it keeps him up at night.
And you know they want to say something, but they can't because it's like they're just going to be giving them attention and be like, oh, hey, there's a book over here that's $2.99 or a couple books that are $2.99. Or...
I don't know how he does it.
I know. And again, if
he sold his soul, I don't know.
And again, if he can do it, it points out these big
big
corporations can do it.
That's the point. And that's why I keep supporting Spawn, honestly. It's like, Image Comics is just that middle finger to the big two. It's like, hey, how come you guys can't do this? And he, like, from everything I understand, he treats the writers / creator owners way better.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but at the same time, this is the only book that's, like, has such a long storied history, too, within Image, outside of, the other book.
SD. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. So, make of that what you will, I guess. I don't mean to be shady about it, but.
I mean, I know the one time I picked one up and looked at it, and I was like, wait a minute, is this porn?
Yeah. It's like, should this have a brown paper bag on it? Or?
I know.
Something for everyone over Image.
Yeah. I mean, give you freedom to these creators, do what they want, so.
Somebody's buying it. And obviously, every time I walk past those, I'm like, I don't think those are tentacles.
I mean, I swear I picked it up an issue. I swear there was full on 5 AL. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get out of here, do you have any rants for our friend Noel?
Oh no, I don't have, because we're talking about Spawn, so I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Like, it's so great to see. Like I said, I think Image Comics is really important, but more importantly, I think the character of Spawn and what it represents is super important in the comic book industry. And I just, like, if you haven't read a Spawn book, you might like it. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I know it seems a little scary when you pick up the cover, but like, it's pretty actually grounded for the most part. Like, he's fighting demons, but like, it's kind of like basically street level when you think about it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, if you want to start reading all the history of Spawn, there's been political.
But you can still just jump in though. Like,
oh yeah.
It's not too hard to get.
But there,
you can get the gist of it.
yeah, but there are collections and stuff. But I mean, he's done political intrigue.
Yeah, get the Compodium.
Yeah.
I always recommend the Compodium. That's how I got into, that's how I got caught up with Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. Hell, that's how I read Invincible. I just got there. What was that? 3 compendiums.
Yeah.
So, yeah. God bless Image Comics.
Yeah. Seriously.
Take a lesson from them, Marvel and DC. All right. Are we done kissing Todd's butt?
I'm not kissing Todd's butt because, like I said, like him as a person, he's okay. But like the things that he's built, it's amazing what he's built out of his empire.
At least on the creative side, no, he deserves it. I mean,
yeah.
I gotta admit, he's a good creative, and he knows what he's doing business wise. Like I
said, he respects the fans. That's the most important thing. That's how come Spawn's has had such longevity. He respects the fans. And he bucks the really terrible trends of modern comics.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part.
Oh, yeah. And Mr. McFarlane, we would love to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You know I love a Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Just that his career, I mean.
It's amazing, actually.
Yeah. They created a...
Yeah, we're done kissing his butt.
They created a Spider-Man book for you. No, they created it for their profits, but yeah.
Yeah, but again, it's a way to generate profit, but still being respectful of your customers.
Oh yeah,
I've literally never said, "Oh, that feels like a cash grab." I was like, "Oh, he must have a good idea to tell it." Otherwise, he knows, like because they're such a small company, he's not just gonna do that for poops and giggles.
Oh yeah, no.
That's what I mean. Like that he respects the customer.
Exactly. All right, so. Like we said, next episode, we're going to do the Spawn animated series from HBO, so.
Buckle in, boys! It's a hell of a ride!
Ah, you knew she was going there, huh? See, I'm still waiting for Chichester to put my comment up. It's a hell of a good time. Axel's Infernal. And then in 2 weeks, yes, we will cover the Continental.
Are we doing? For the cartoon, are we doing all 3 seasons? We're gonna do the whole overview, or did you want to do favorite episodes?
How do you want to do it? How do you want to do it, Lilith Hellfire? It doesn't
I
matter
don't care.
to me.
We can do the whole overview or your favorite episodes. Just let me know whatever you want to do.
Okay, it's been a while since I watched it. I gotta just pop it in and watch it.
Yeah,
because I got the DVDs. Because they don't stream that anywhere, do they?
Hell no.
Ah, hell no! Ha.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never get to see it anywhere. So yeah, I was gonna say I have DVDs. Did they even put that out on Blu-ray at any point?
No clue. I'm not a Blu-ray girl. I prefer DVDs anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they've done a lot with that since it originally came out.
No way it's on Hulu. No way it's on Hulu.
Really?
I don't believe it.
Really?
No, it can't be.
Like I said, I mean, either way, I can do. Yeah, if it is, I can watch it there or on the DVDs. But
they said maybe Max. I don't think it's on Max either. I would have saw it. I hate when I Google it and then it's not the truth.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Is it on Max?
I opened Hulu and searched for it. It says with Max add-on, so it might be on Max.
Okay. Oh, let me check Max. You know what? Let me just log in real quick.
I was gonna. Well, here I'm on my phone. I'm logged in.
Okay.
I'm checking. Let's see. Spawn. Stupid ads. Oh yeah, it's on Max.
Sweet.
All 3 seasons. It looks like.
It's only 18 episodes though.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's all there. It's not like it's like, oh, we only have the first season or something. Yeah, it looks like it's all there.
Yeah, looking at you, Hulu. they're notorious for that.
Yeah. So.
I mean, that's nice. I've never even thought to look for it because I do have the DVDs as well.
Yeah, me too.
Listen, one thing about me, if I have the DVD, I do not want to log into a freaking such streaming service. Like, oh, you like Spawn? Here, let's recommend some crappy stuff to you. You know what I mean?
Well, that's like, I watched Mask of the Phantasm on Max, but then when we did Under the Red Hood, I just popped in the DVD, and at first I was like, wait a minute, I probably could have watched this on Max, I guess, but it didn't even occur. That one didn't even occur to me. I was just like, yeah, I'll just pop the DVD in. Yeah.
Exactly.
We're old kids.
I mean, honestly, I want to encourage everybody to get into physical media because A, American internet is trash, and B, we're being censored, and C, the companies are greedy. They take away stuff all the time.
Oh, there's a rant. Yeah, have you been in a Best Buy lately? I mean...
Babes, no. He's so serious.
They used to have a decent size, like, Blu-ray and, 4K and DVD section. Most of it's gone. I mean, I think they keep, like, some of the current movies and stuff.
Probably, for online in their warehouses, it's just cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But any store in any day. Yeah, it's cheaper because they don't have to ship it to the store. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
who's keeping Best Buy in business? They are about to be Radio Shack. Well, allegedly Radio Shack's still in business, so maybe I shouldn't say that. They're about to be Circuit City, bro.
Well, I know.
I hate Best Buy. This is the worst store in the world, bro.
Well, I do know, just from getting Lucas a new battery in the phone I gave Luca, I know they do like Apple repairs and stuff too, so.
Oh yeah, Geek Squad is probably the only thing keeping them alive.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I literally haven't been in a Best Buy in 10, 12 years.
Or like if you want to physically walk in a store and buy like a laptop or a Mac or something where, that's not, because I don't think, I don't know if Target or them even carry like.
Walmart carries, at least in my
they carry some laptops, but I know they're selling Macs and stuff, I don't think.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, do
Mine
they?
Does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think ours did or not, but I know Target. I know they used to. I don't know if they do anymore. I know they sell like the.
No, Target is starting to be a wasteland.
Yeah, they sell the accessories and stuff, but yeah, I don't think there's. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I haven't seen any of the M1s or M2 laptops now that I'm thinking about it. So maybe Walmart doesn't do that anymore. But if you're not buying it directly from Apple, then what are you even doing? Just go to the Apple. Just go to the what do they call it? I don't know, the Mac store. I don't know. I'm not a Mac person anymore, so I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah, but sometimes those, like a Best Buy or something's closer than a Mac store, an Apple store or whatever.
Yeah, but see, this is the only nice thing about Apple that I remember when I was at Apple Girly is like when you go into the Apple store, it's an experience.
Oh, yeah.
It's way better. Now, you might get upcharged if you don't know what you're doing, but like it's a way better experience, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Just thoughts.
Yes.
Now we can go.
Yes, now we talked about the wasteland. That is the retail brick and mortar. All right.
Oh, no, wait. If you, I just want to recommend Retail Archaeology on YouTube. If you are into that, like they do like the downfall, they like do tours of, like dead malls and like they do the history of like all these failing companies and how they got there. They just did one about JCPenney most recently. I didn't know JCPenney was in such a bad way. Like, they're about to be Sears and Kmart.
I think ours. Is ours gone, or if it's not gone, I wouldn't be surprised if it was gone someday soon.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I just wanted to recommend that.
I told you.
That kind of thing.
I told you there's a Spirit Halloween in our Sears where our Sears was.
It's in every Sears or Toys R Us. I promise you. It's so sad.
They're like cannibals, man. They feast on the rotting corpses of failed businesses.
Our childhood, I know. I think Spirit Halloweens are moving more towards just being in the mall and not necessarily being on disconnected properties. I feel like they figured that out because I haven't really actually seen that. I know that they were last time I went home. Yeah, they were in the mall setting up.
I was gonna say, is the rent cheaper, or it might just be? It's easier if you
because it was a store that nobody. Like it was a dead store. Don't get me wrong, but like they're in there and it was like that corner. Yeah,
and the foot traffic. You're gonna get more foot traffic too. Yeah.
They learned the lessons of Party City, which is about to go bankrupt. So,
I know. Party City. They have a store in one of our malls.
That is one of the most tragic stories of the pandemic. How the pandemic ruined businesses because nobody was
having parties.
Yeah, for 2 years. You can't. Yeah.
Well, it ruined so many things. People weren't having parties. People weren't going to the movies.
Movie theaters in and of themselves are kind of...
Well, I mean, they weren't in the best shape anyway, but the pandemic just stuck that last knife in, yeah.
Things we lost in the fire. Well, we definitely need to do an episode about that.
We didn't start the fire.
Fall Out Boy edition.
Yes. Oh my god! You know what I saw on YouTube? Someone took like the Fall Out Boy version of that song, and they made a video of everything they talk about in the song. Just like a montage of all the images they talk about, everything they talk about. It.
Somebody with way too much time on their hands.
Yeah, that's right, podcaster Lilith Hellfire. That's right, podcaster who does it for free, Lilith Hellfire.
Yeah, let's actually do the show we get paid nothing for. Let's end the show we get paid nothing for. We got a whole nother show to do, Phil.
Okay, let's actually do the podcast that we get paid nothing for.
Well, you know how we pay a little hellfire around here, kids.
You've never lived until Maz has given you a ping.
Oh, that was my raise? Okay, cool.
Get to work with Maz, yeah.
Our skinny rich friend.
That's
yes.
right. Check out Full Stream Ahead, kids.
Arg.
All right, kids. So yes, next week we're going to cover the Spawn animated series. So send us your thoughts. Email us Salty and Petty 69
Petty 69
gmail.com.
Making fun of me.
I'm old. Leave me alone. You're supposed to be the young one. Come on. Salty and...
Babes, I smoke and drink. Come on. One of us has to have some brain cells here.
I'm old. I'm like that without smoking and drinking. Come on. So Salty and Petty 69 gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. And you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, and the Patreon. Again, you never know what you're going to find. A sober Lilith Hellfire, a drunken Lilith Hellfire, maybe a random episode without Lilith Hellfire. Whoa!
Horny Lilith Hellfire.
Well, that's a constant, isn't it?
Oh, is that my universal constant? Okay, good to know.
In every universe in the multiverse, Lilith Hellfires are trying to bang artificial intelligence as we speak. Alright, so yeah, find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. Pick yourself up, Justin. Alright, Lilith Hellfire. Everyone's favorite internet granny, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people get a hold of you?
If you guys want to hang out with me, you can find me on Facebook, friend me, Lilith Hellfire. Or you can hang out with me on Threads or Instagram at Your Favorite Internet Granny. That's URFAVE Internet Granny, GRANNIE. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
I was just thinking, like, you just get new dogs to replace the old ones, right? Because I was going to say, just start breeding your dogs and you will be a grandmother. Be like, I take care of my grandbabies.
I am actually a responsible dog owner and I get my pets spayed and neutered.
I mean, again...
And I do rescue dogs anyway, too. So.
Yeah, but I was going to say, it's like, I know you, even if your dogs had, puppies, you would take care of them.
Yeah, I would. But I don't actually... Okay, this sounds terrible. I only have one female dog, and she's old, A, and B, she's fixed. So, yeah. I will say I do have one dog that isn't. It's my pit bull, but, like, he's so mild that it was just, like, I felt like it wasn't necessary. He's, like, the biggest baby ever. So.
There's only one queen bitch in this house.
Exactly.
All right, kids.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. Exactly.
All right.
What they do outside is their own business.
Hey-oh. There's only one person.
See how easy it is, Supreme Court?
There's only one person humping their way through Mexico, and it's not those dogs. All right, kids. Yes, thank you for joining us for this hell of a good time. Come back next time for more. Do better, Marvel and DC.
Seriously. Gots to do better.